Howdy, sports fans. So it is Saturday, the hell is it? The 23rd? 24th. Anyways, it's around noon. It's just after noon. So we're going to continue our tour of the property. Previously, we did up the hill and the top and then down to the burn pit and out in the deer field. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a trip down the laneway and down into Dead Deer Run. So, you know, as we start off, here is the area, and you can see behind me, there's the bird feeder. Okay, and then, you know, the shed, the sea cans, truck cabin, and the deer field over there. And that's the laneway, and the pit down that way. So we're gonna head down the laneway. And see as we go down. We covered this before coming back. So there's the deer field. No deer out there today. So I guess it's nice enough out that they don't need to take the corn. Oh, there goes a cardinal. I've seen a couple of them out here lately this year. It's the first year I've seen them. There he is in the tree. I don't know if he's him. There he goes. He's flying away. This is part of the laneway I have gravel on. I have to do the whole thing yet, bit by bit. And there, as we stop here in this entrance into the pits and that, there's the gravel pile that I got. And of course, the danger sign, because you never know what we're going to do out here. So as we carry on down, there's some interesting, if you can see it, I'll get out of the sun, some interesting coyote scat. So there's been some coyotes around. He's obviously had a good meal. So this was just an area, when I first got here, it was an open area, and there's a whole bunch of junk piled in here, old countertops and sinks and fireworks, which I cleaned up and burned. So all the branches that I've trimmed, I stacked up there, because that's a good habitat for rabbits and stuff. And I got a pile of sand to fill the sandbags. I got some gravel there, two different types. It's A gravel and then 3/4 clean for doing stuff. So I've just turned it into like it was going to be like a parking area, but it's a fair ways away. So I just turned it into a, what would you call it? Like gravel area, I guess. So we'll continue on down the lane. And as you can see, the buds are really starting to come out on the trees. We had some, from the last one, we had some snow on Wednesday and some freezing temperatures. It kind of put the kibosh on the leaves coming out. But we're back again to spring temperatures. It's supposed to be a high of 16 today. So that'll be nice. And I told you about the big maple tree up by the cabin. Well, there's another one here. It's going to be hard to see, but it's even bigger. And it's just off. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's off into the side. And half of it's come down. You can see some of the limbs through there that have come down. It is the biggest tree, maple tree. It's even bigger than the one at the cabin. But I'm going to be making a trail in through here with the tractor and being able to go in there and take those dead branches down and cut them up for firewood. So that's one of the things for this year. You can see the buds are starting to come out, and it's starting to make it hard to see in there, but You can kind of see in through the pine tree there. It's a really huge maple tree. But like I say, half of it's come down, so that'll give me firewood for like 3 years for what I do. So otherwise we'll just kind of hang on down here, and if you look to the right, you can look down in there and see the swamp. And the swamp runs a fair piece. It's a fairly large swamp, but it's mine. So, and there's beavers in there and everything. And this is a nice little cedar area off in here. Just a whole bunch of cedars in there. The deer like to hang out in there on hot days because it's nice and cool in the cedars. We'll keep on going. Here's another little field that's kind of starting to get overgrown a bit. I'm not really worried about it. We'll probably make a good hunting area, but we'll be able to see more of the swamp here. There's another big tree here. You can see, not as big as the one by the cabin, but it's a nice big tree. We'll go down here, and there's a little bit of a low area in there that always sucks up water. You can see there's a culvert down there, and if we go across to here, the culvert comes out and drains down into the swamp, and you can see this is it's just dead trees and some little pockets of land in there, but it's just like mushy stuff, and there's a little bit of a waterway in there that the beavers use. And we'll continue on down the laneway. And we come up here to the entrance to Dead Deer Run on the left. So in there is Dead Deer Run, and the pathway down there. We'll catch that on the way back. So we'll continue on down the laneway here. And interesting fact about the laneway, it's 1,775 feet long. It's a third of a mile. So it's a fair distance. And this laneway was built by the previous owner, and it cost him quite a bit of money to do. Like I say, I showed you the original entrance, and he had this built. Oh, there's another good pile of coyote scat. Looks like some mice in there. Lots of fur, so he's gotten something. Coyotes are nuisance animals around here, so if you see one, you're allowed to shoot them as long as you have a small game license. They kill a lot of deer. So we get down here to the corner. You can see the gate to here, but there's another little area off to the side here. And there's another culvert in here. And actually the water's running pretty good through there. There's a fair amount of water coming through. And it comes out over here. And again, that drains into the swamp. So, like I said, this was put in by the previous owner to make it easier to get in and out of. But this side over here on the left is all low, swampy area. I thought about building a house here when I first came out, but just it'd be way too hard. Sump pumps running all the time. So you can see the orange tape on the trees. So this is a path during the winter time you can see where all the deer traveled. So I'm gonna open that up and clean that up and take it out through and hook up to the back of Dead Deer Run. Hopefully this summer. I gotta figure out, I gotta get some fill and make that a little bit less of a slope for the tractor to get down. But once I get down in there, I can use the brush hog on the tractor and open that right up. We'll be coming up here to the gate. And this gate was put in by the previous owner. Of course, because he made the laneway. I had to resync the poles because like the pole he had in there was, you know, cemented into an old tire rim and stuff like that, and it kept moving. So I actually had guys come in and dig down, and we set that one in, and I did that one as well. So I've had to fix the gate a couple times. So as we come out, you see, so this is my entranceway from Cotter's Lane. So when you're looking down here, and there's the gate. And it's amazing that private property, no trespassing sign, doesn't stop people. They still come in. Anyways, so here's the other gravel pile. So this is the one I put at the front. So I'm gonna start working on the laneway here with this gravel. And that's it, and that's the laneway. So here we are inside the gate looking up, and that's what we got for the laneway. So that's your tour of the laneway. 1/3 of a mile, 1,775 feet long. I measured it twice, so you know. So I guess this is part 3 of our tour. So this is part 3, and the laneway. And next part is going to be part 4, and I'm going to do that now, and that'll be Dead Deer Run. So see you here.